At the new Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood, the vibe is downright artisanal. And the coffee, among the rarest there is.
I've had this dream about creating this one-of-a-kind place that would be so immersive, in which we would roast the finest micro-lot coffees the world had to offer, and we would customize it and bring it to you fresh.
Well, the coffees that we're going to have here are much fancier than is typically available in our Starbucks stores. This is a very small machine, which allows us to roast very specifically small lots of coffee that have nuances that we don't see in normal production.
And at prices not normally seen at Starbucks, some Reserve coffees cost nearly $50 per pound.
There will be a premium price to this coffee because of the unique, rare aspect of these coffees in the way we're brewing it.
The Roastery is a shift to the exclusive for a company built on ubiquity.
The coffee that will be roasted here in the Roastery will be presented to over 1,500 Starbucks stores. We'll be opening up satellite Starbucks Reserve stores, the first of which will be in San Francisco. And then over time, we will build these roasteries in international global cities.
This is a magical place where coffee comes to life. The beans flow like rain overhead and coming into the silos, and where the barista will then actually scoop it and put it into the grinder. So there is no fresher coffee in the world.
In the caffeine-soaked Northwest, the coffee intelligentsia, while thankful to Starbucks for building a market for fancy coffee, is questioning if the company can reinvent itself as a hip handcrafter.
I think the big players, when trying to get into the business of small batch roasting like we do, I think they have a hard time going backwards.
David Morris is the CEO of Delano's, a small roaster in nearby Sumner, Washington that scours the earth for rare beans for its premium roasts.
I think you can start out small, obviously, and grow large, but I think once you're large, it's really hard to get the consumer's perception that you are authentic and small batch roasted with the best quality.
Delano's roasted the espresso that Leila Gambari of Cherry Street Coffee used to win this year's United States Barista Championship.
I would put a lot of what Starbucks is and McDonald's is in the same category. It's a fast food product. But what they're trying to do nowadays with these pop-up, these micro roasteries, these concept stores, they're trying to move themselves into the specialty market. That is a good thing for our consumers to see. You know, when coffee costs $1 at McDonald's, that doesn't do anything for us. But when it costs $3 to $5 at a Starbucks brew by the cup, that's going to pique people's interest and understanding that the average cup of coffee should cost more than $1.
At Espresso Vivace, David Schomer and his crew pull thick shots of their own roast.
Well, roasting is where the flavors are created. The espresso machine is where the flavors are preserved into the cup. Starbucks is very dark roast. That means you can make it on almost any machine, and you're going to have that real intense bitter shot. And my muse is completely different. I want that espresso to taste sweet in the cup.
Schomer sees the rise of boutique coffees as a sign of increasing sophistication of American taste.
If somebody makes a better cup, that's what they want, at least in Seattle.
That's what Starbucks is banking on with its Roastery and Reserve coffees.
And I think we have not only honored our company, but we've honored the entire industry of hundreds of years of coffee and taking it to a new level. So this is theater, romance, coffee roasting, but at the end of the day, all of which has to be proven in the cup, and it will be.